Okay, Kenny?
Master King?
Here.
Master Barger?
Here.
Master Hughes?
Here.
Master Combs?
Here.
Judge Clark?
Here. You all have had a chance to look at the minutes of the last meeting. If there are no changes or discussion, a motion would be in order to approve those as submitted in your packets.
So moved.
Second.
Master King?
Yes.
Master Barger?
Yes.
Master Hughes?
Yes.
Master Combs?
Yes.
Judge Clark?
Yes. Treasurer's report, we got that at our last meeting. So before we go into order of business, I've got a request from the Sheriff's Department to approve their year-end statements. But Judd, let me ask you, because this is a different scheduled meeting other than a regularly special, it's not a special call meeting for a particular purpose, but it still doesn't coincide with our regular scheduled dates. Can we amend the agenda and something like this, or would it be better to just wait? I don't. Mike, are you all, and can we wait to the next meeting? If there's a question about it, I'd rather not do it because it is a non-scheduled meeting.
Yeah, we can wait.
Are you okay with that?
That's certainly the safer play. I think probably under the rules you could go ahead and do it today, but if you want to wait, that'd be better.
Okay. If whatever you want to do, Mike. If the council thinks it's just the year-end tax settlements.
Oh, right.
It's not going to keep them from paying any bills or anything like that?
No, it has no effect on that, and you all will get a copy of that. So if you will, then I'll ask Judd if you think it's okay. I mean, because we did
The new game was advertised and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was published. That's fine.
Okay, then I'd ask, is everybody okay with amending the agenda to include the approval of the sheriff's tax and settlement?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just order business and we'll put that first on the agenda. And if y'all got any questions for Mike, it's just as we get it, Princess going to hand it out. It's just kind of year-end tax settlements, what each taxing district finished up, and if they owe the sheriff a little bit for overpayment or underpayment, then that's included in that. And give you all a few minutes to look over that before we do anything. And it's just really on July 17th, Jerry Combs, Sheriff of Madison County, presented for the Madison County Fiscal Court the tax settlements for local collections for the county school, Berea School, ambulance, health, extension, library, watershed, and fire protection. And this is something we do every year, and it just closes out the 2011 tax rolls. Mike, I don't see anything here that sticks out other than the Berea school system. Are you aware of that, or should?
That's something that Tommy would probably have to explain.
Okay.
But at the end of business on Friday, the auditor, he finished up and he just needs to come back, and that's the reason it was presented today.
Okay. Okay, is there any questions? If not, then I will accept a motion to approve the sheriff's year-end tax settlement as submitted to you all.
So moved.
Second.
Master King?
Yes.
Master Barger?
Yes.
Master Hughes?
Yes.
Master Combs? Yes. Judge Clark?
Yes. And we weren't just bringing that in because they just presented it. And said yesterday Tommy had called and asked because the auditor just got done with it. So first is the second reading of ordinance 1210, amendment to the Madison County subdivision regulations. And is Dwayne here? I don't think he could be here today. This is second reading. We went over it. It's an ordinance. Whereas the Planning Commission recommended to the Fiscal Court to amend Section 212 of the Madison County subdivision regs by creating an exception for minor plats on existing private easements. The Planning Commission recommends to Fiscal Court that Section 212 of the Madison County subdivision regulations as shown in Section 1. And what this was just really changes requirements for one minor tract on a non-public road. there's some stipulations in here where it's got to be an easement. Easement has to be signed off on whoever owns the easement. But what it does, it allows some of these families to give a lot to a child without road frontage that is particularly in the regulations. We talked about it before. And I'd open the floor up if there are any questions. Dwayne couldn't be here, but I'll try to answer. He pretty well described it last time. If not, upon the recommendation of the Madison County Planning Commission, motion would be in order to approve ordinance 1210, and that's amendment to the Madison County subdivision regulation.
So moved.
Do we have to have two readings on that?
This is second.
This is,
I knew it was, I didn't know if we had that too or not.
Yeah, any ordinance.
Okay.
Second.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
yes.
Mr. Hughes?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes. Next, personnel, Leroy, do you have something?
I have one person to recommend the court to hire a James Coffey, be truck driver, start at $11 an hour, and he does have a CDL license.
Okay, any questions for Leroy?
On the application, just a question I have. On the interviews, you called their previous employee.
Yes. He works for the concrete plant. He's giving up a couple dollars an hour to come down there because he gets laid off in the winter all the time. This is a full-time job.
Is this, you still short?
Yeah, I'm gonna still have to have 3 or 4 more.
I don't know why you just don't ask the old master to get their CDLs and then volunteer their time.
That'd be all right.
You got yours?
And get them.
Okay, no further
Did we
questions.
make a motion?
I need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Mr. Hughes?
Yes.
Mr. Cole? Yes. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leroy. Next, we've got an amendment to the Madison County Clerk's budget, and Kenny, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, we've got a few issues that came up we need to rearrange. And I don't, when you guys approve this budget, you just approve the total budget, but I don't like moving large sums of money between lines without letting you guys know what's going on and what we're doing. We had an employee retire actually before my administration, but it carried over, or vacation carried over into mine, and this handles her lump sum payout to take care of retirement. The health insurance increase was not in we couldn't put it in our budget when we did our budget last year because we run calendar and health insurance runs off the fiscal year. And I've also increased there's a line item on here it's called remodel, and we're looking into rearranging the first floor and being able to consolidate our offices and put everybody back in the same areas and divide the office into two groups, which would be the motor vehicle and recordings divisions. And that puts everybody back in the same offices on the same level and allows us to do more with fewer people in the long run. There's a line in there for that, and that's just the first phase to have an architect come in and do drawings and give us a very rough estimate of what they think that's going to cost. That way we're not getting too far in and realize it's going to be too expensive, and that gives me a number to work with. I can come back to you all and everybody can be happy with it before we go forward.
And I noticed, Kenny, which we appreciate that you've advertised for this and had
Yes.
particular people come in, and then you'll make calls, find somebody that can give you a price. Let me ask you one thing. If indeed you can do this, you've got the money to do it, and I know you want to get back on the first floor, would this open up those 2 offices downstairs, or would you still need them?
Yeah. It would open up my office downstairs, and we could open up the other office. That's the good thing about this. We don't have any drawings right now. This gives us a full set of drawings of our offices. We can kind of figure out what we want to do from this point. But yeah, and it would also open up what we use now for the dealer room. We could store the voting machines in-house in that dealer room, keep our records instead of moving back and forth between here and the fire department.
That
We could store our
work out
stuff
fine,
in the
'cause
building.
we could rent those 2 offices.
Yep.
Any other changes, amendments?
Yeah, we've got also in this budget is to hire a bookkeeper / accountant. That'll be a full-time position. Realize that when everybody's there and healthy, we got just enough people. But with the office of our size, there's never a time when everybody's there and healthy. I've got 2 on vacation right now, 2 gone on training out of an office of 21 people at 2 locations. So we are always running short of labor. And in the long run, we survive it, but in the long run, the citizens are the ones that pay, because the phone calls don't get answered, and the folks have to stand in line longer. So we've added a position, we've shuffled around a little bit with where people are, and I think it's going to be a big benefit to our office, and maybe we can also help out with the sheriff's department when they have questions, things like that, some of with a little bit of accounting background.
Okay. And want to make note that this does not affect the 25%.
No, absolutely not.
Court.
There's still, after this, there's still a surplus after these changes.
No, Kenny's running on a surplus. So, anything else, Kenny?
That's it.
We appreciate you bringing this to the court and everybody's attention so that everybody knows what's going on when people start asking questions. But is there any questions for Kenny?
What, on payments to the county attorney for only $95,000?
Taxes. Delinquent taxes.
It's made to the county attorney instead of Fiscal?
Yep. Yeah, there's payments to the, when those bills come over, when they hit delinquent, there's a charge, a flat charge that goes to the sheriff and the county attorney and the clerk's office.
Okay, no further questions. A motion would be in order to approve the amended Madison County Clerk's budget.
So moved.
Second.
Master King?
Oh, yes. Go ahead. No.
Master Barger?
Yes.
Master Hughes?
Yes.
Master Cole?
Yes.
Judge Clark?
Yes. Okay. Do you have something else, Larry?
No, sir.
That's fine. Judge's report. Mark's on vacation with his family today. Clay's golf report's in your packet, and I think Clay will be coming in next meeting and give a full-fledged year-end report. Things went really well. The heat got him the last 5 or 6 days of the month. He was really expecting a lot of revenues, but he still did an excellent job this year. The unveiling and dedication of the State of Michigan Historical Battlefield Marker at Mount Zion will be July 21st, and we hope, I don't have a time yet because Philip's trying to coordinate that. Have you got the time?
I think it's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock Saturday.
11 o'clock?
Yeah.
And you all can see where, we purchased the land from Mount Zion, and it was an excellent opportunity for them. And we put some fence up, Leroy and his crew, so it really looks beautiful out there. It's just a great addition to the park, and the marker is really, really nice. So we want to dedicate that and hope everybody can come out at 11 o'clock on July 21st. And then Madison County Fair starts July 26th through August 4th. They've got a website, and we hope everybody can come out. They're expecting big crowds this year. They've got a great lineup, and hopefully everybody can get out there 1 or 2 days this year and make it a success. That's all I have in the judge's report. Department heads, Carl?
Just following up from yesterday's Three Governments meeting, we'll be working with Judge's office to get the new ordinance adopting a new emergency operations plan based on the ESF format. Try to get that through the next 2 court meetings to get it approved in August so we can be 4 months ahead of the state deadline for that new plan. August 14th, we have an airport exercise out at the Madison County Airport at 6 p.m. If anyone's interested, let me know so we can get you a visitor badge or observer badge for that from Fiscal Court. That'll be all responding agencies are going to play in it. We're looking at EMS, all the fire departments, law enforcement, EMA, EKU, and the staff that's out at the airport itself. EKU has secured a 7-passenger fuselage, so we're going to have mock patients and everything. So it'll be a 2 to 3 hour exercise out there at the airport on the 14th, starting at 6 p.m. And then September 19th, sometime that day, we'll have our federally graded annual CSIP exercise. Typically starts somewhere around 8:30. If anyone's interested in being in the EOC and seeing how that goes, let me know, and we'll make sure that you're on the roster for attending and have you a badge so security lets you in. That's all the items I have, unless you guys have any questions. Thanks.
Thanks, Carl. Doug?
Well, thank you about the camera system I have installed at jail. I'm actually needing 10 more for the lower part of our detention center. With Huff Security, it was around $9,025, I think. And just want to let everybody know that's what we need to do. Actually gave Glenn a check yesterday for 15 out of our canteen.
So you're continuing to reimburse on everything you're doing over there?
Yeah.
Cameras helped any?
Oh, yeah. Helped out a lot.
Can you all go ahead and vote on that, because it did get on the claim list, I just got it, and that way we get paid as soon as it's done. And you all go ahead and vote that it's okay to pay that.
Sure. How much was it, Doug?
I think it was 9,025.
9,025 and who to?
Up security.
Larry Huff.
Okay. Any questions about that? If not, while we've got Doug up here, I think he's doing an excellent job over there. I would accept a motion to approve the $9,025 claim to Huff Security for the cameras in the lower part of the detention center.
So moved.
Second.
Motion King?
Yes.
Motion Barger?
Yes.
Motion Hughes? Yes. Motion Combs?
Yes.
Motion Clark?
Yes.
I just want to say I mean, this is pretty much how we have to operate. Yeah, but thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Okay. Scott?
Good morning, everyone. I attended a meeting last week with the Kentucky Division of Waste Management over a fall tire amnesty, and I'm glad to announce that September 20th, 21st, and 22nd we will be having a waste tire amnesty free tire disposal event. Right now it's scheduled to be out at the State Highway Department on US 25, September 20, 21st, and 22nd.
Okay, Scott, like as usual now, will they dispose of them from out there, or will we be responsible for?
No, the state, it's state ran. The state takes care of the disposal of the tires. Actually, they're recycled. They're not disposed of. We pile them up and they come out and haul them off. They process them up in Louisville.
Okay, good deal.
That'll be advertised on all our local advertised channels and radio ads, and newspaper ads, and we'll get it well done.
20, 21st, 22nd.
That's right, correct.
While you're there, how's the recycling program going?
So far, the new truck, we're averaging about, on each route week, we're looking at about 37,000 pounds, what we're weighing in Lexington. I got a statement for our first receipt of what will be paid for the recycles. Comes in at about $3,600 for, it averages out to be about $101 a ton. By my calculations, with the driver, labor, and fuel, we probably made about $600 to $700 on the recycles during the month of June. I'll have more statistics and data for that when everything's concrete, but that's just my projection at this moment.
Anything new on the new animal truck?
I met with Cheryl Cross a few weeks ago, and she is beginning the application to apply with the State Tobacco Settlement Board to get funds for a new truck. So we're in the process of filling out the application and dotting all our I's and crossing all the T's. So.
Thank you.
While you're up here, I want to ask you a question on our recycling. I'd like to have it a fourth time in my district.
Okay. Larry, we discussed this before, and I'll be happy after we get through the tire amnesty and household hazardous waste, and I finish up the waste management plan this fall, to organize you some route days down in your district. We'll have to locate some more bins. Lexington, I think, has some that would be available for purchase. The key to our program is getting secondhand bins from them. So sounds good.
We've been talking about, Larry, it's the bins are the big thing. We're trying, instead of buying new ones, we try to buy used ones. But with the truck now and with Rick driving it and stuff, we can continue to expand that.
Exactly. And unfortunately, the grant I applied for $50,000 for bins with the state government was denied. Unfortunately, they do not view single stream programs as eligible for bins to have recycling grants for that. So I'm going to start working on seeing what we can do to change that, frankly. So.
Well, I don't think I'm saying, I'd just like to have my district fourth of the time. I guess all of them actually one fourth of the time also, instead of just one district. So, it's a big ticket item. Personally, we should have bought the animal truck before we bought this one.
Well, the
Can't
animal
drag your
truck's
feet on that
animal
animal
truck's
truck.
still running, though. It's still good, doing good in this.
No?
It's down right now. It's under some repairs, Judge. Radiator, turbo went out, a few other little parts here and there, but we'll have it back up by Thursday. Waiting on a part.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Okay, any other department heads? Michelle, do you want to, I saw a report here from you.
Passed everybody out an informational sheet on your reports. That kind of gives you an idea. When the report was ringing yesterday, since then 3 more people were put on. It shows 28 people on there. At the max, we've had 42. That fluctuates with people getting out, changing over. It's my understanding Circuit Court is about ready to give us a bunch to put on there as well. Obviously, the more people we can put on here, the more beneficial it's going to be to county government. We did get a phone call last week from the judge's office, who in turn called the major about some issues we have with one on ankle monitoring, handling narcotics out of his motel room. Jumped up, got dressed. We took care of that issue. He's now back incarcerated in Madison County Jail. So, as you can see, this isn't an 8 to 5 job. My phone rings 24/7. Started from 7 in the morning till 3:30 in the morning the next day, maybe sometimes. But I think we're doing a good job. We've turned in, at this point, roughly, without having it in front of me, a little over $5,000 in fees into the account. So, it's going, it's progressing, and I think we're going to progress a lot faster here soon.
Good deal. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, any other department heads? If not, magistrates, Greg?
Just want to commend Lawrenceville. I've had several brags on how the road is down there. The hose that was there that's been fixed, and they just want me to tell the court they really appreciate getting that fixed. So, other than that, everything's going pretty good.
Thank you. It took a while. We held up on some permits forever, but it's really nice now, all the way from the winery to Barnesville Estates. It's safe for those people. What, Roger?
The bridges on Goggins are a lot better with the blacktop on them. I mean, it's unbelievable how much smoother it is. And run through there at a normal speed, just about had to slow down and to half speed to keep from bumping across the bridge, but it's a lot better, and I appreciate that. Only other thing, I had just a person on the street told me that they thought the air conditioner had quit in the annex. Has it been fixed, or is it working? I didn't go through there.
Before I left, they were
Okay. Okay.
They were down yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. That's all I had, Jim.
Okay. And while you're talking about Goggins, we finally got it striped.
Yeah, it looks good. No, and that was a while back, and it looks a lot better.
Yeah. Billy Ray?
I thought that it's encouraging the golf performance this month. It looked like it, and the black pretty good. And then Don McNay had a really nice article about Clay in his Sunday's paper, and and bragging on him, and almost persuaded me to go out there and take his golf lessons.
Don't expect too much of Clay now.
Larry?
No comment, Judge.
Okay. Have any comments in the audience? Anybody like to come up? If not, a motion will be in order to pay the claims and approve the transfers.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Barger?
Yes.
Mr. Hughes?
Yes.
Mr. Cole? Yes. Judge Clark?
Yes. Our next court date, Prince said? July 31st. 9:30 in Richmond. Okay, and if there's no further business, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Short and sweet.